How did the packing process go for this week's test match, Stuart? Now, as you've moved transitioning out of the 100 mode into a full week of cricket, how did the packing go? I forgot your socks, I hear.
Well, first port of call, I walked into the commentary box and dressed exactly the same as Nasser Hussain. So that didn't set me off on a great frame of mind. But yes, I've forgotten all my socks. That's what travelling is. Where did you stay?
So to continue Sockgate, is it an early visit to a department store tomorrow morning, or are you going to wear the same pair, the only pair you've got for 5 days?
Well, the delay in today's play is a problem because we're due to finish at 7:30, so I think all shops will be closed. I've had a stroke of luck actually in the fact that I had my shoes off, so white socks glaring, the socks I wore up on the train yesterday. And so I asked the cook when not sure about the white socks with the suit, and I said, yeah, not a deliberate play. And he said, just by chance I've got 10 brand new pairs of socks with me. I bought a new pack. I said, didn't think I'd have to ask you this, but can I have a pair of socks? So I've ordered some online as well today to get delivered to Headingley, so I think I'm covered. So it'll just be one day of white socks with the suit. I think that's a bit of a fashion now, you know, white socks.
Talking about the fact that Archer's been a bit below his best today, and I think that is a when I play, there would often be a horses for courses pick here at Headingley. I'm thinking of the likes of Tim Monton and Neil Mallinder, bowlers who would be slower and target the stumps. Pitches are a bit different then, different groundsman, different kind of surface, but definitely England for a short time went for a particular type of bowl here.
Evo can fit there. Oh, and also there. Litter Robot Evo. Big things in a little package.
It's over 50 over cricket. The three guys of Artrax and Tongue playing the 100, just holding 20 balls a game max. It's going to take you a couple of spells just to get back into the rhythm of this format.
4, bad ball, and tickled fine by Rizwan.
So Josh Tongue in a third test of a series wouldn't bowl that ball. That's just a bit of a mental lapse, something technical that's maybe settled in just because I haven't played this format for a bit of time. So very reluctant to be critical of the bowlers for getting a few balls wrong today with the turnaround, first of all. 2 of these bowls made the 100 final Sunday night, and just the amount of time they haven't bowled with a red ball.
Archer does well at mid-on. Excellent from Tom. Finding the length to just nip the top of off stump and finding a bit of movement off the pitch as well.
Yeah, looked a beauty. Again, the stump's in play for the 5th time today. Just the one caught in the slips. Lovely wobble seam back through the gate. Might have been slightly off rhythm, a couple of these England bowlers, but they've got jaffers in them, and that's another one. Looked like it could have angled away, but nips back through the slope. Salman Ali Agha goes for 21, 150 for 6.
Pakistan find themselves 150 for 6. They were put in this morning by Joe Root. Lost a wicket to the very first ball of the day. Had one really good partnership between Imam and Abdullah Shafiq, but it's been hard going other than that. Ollie Robinson has been on top form today, and now Josh Tongue has just taken his second wicket. It was a good one, came back off the seam through the gate and rocked back Pakistan captain's off stump.
Hello, how bad's that new one looking at? Just a pace time. Yeah, it did.
I think we need a new stump. Actually, I think that ball just chipped off the top bit of the stump. He's come at that a bit crookedly, hasn't he, Salman? But it's a good ball. Maybe the way he played it. You're in the game. You're either threatening the outside edge or the top of off stump. And that's why the other side of it, from a batting perspective, you do have to be careful. Not defensive, just careful from time to time. Must be out. That must be out. And Tong has another. He has 2 in 2, full and straight. And Ali Usman goes.
Clear gap there, keep running through. Thanks. We've had clear gap between ball and bat. We'll go to ball tracking when ready. Okay, original decision's out. Impact in line, hitting the wickets. Go back to field to Chris and stick the original decision out.
The confirmation comes, and it always looked likely to come because Tong was very full and straight there. Ali Usman working the ball too square to leg and maybe being for a bit of pace as well. Right on the stroke of tea, Tong has a couple of quick ones. England have their 7th. When we come back, Tong will be on a hat-trick. See the enthusiasm behind Jamie Smith's appeal. He's advancing towards the bowler. Tong is full of smiles and expectant that that finger is going to be raised. And the Western Terrace in the background have got the wicket that they wanted just before tea. It was 91 miles an hour, that ball. I reckon it did Ali Usman for pace as much as anything. So a good session for England. They've taken 5 wickets. It's been an elongated session, but that man on screen, Ollie Robinson, led the way. He's been out. It's 4 for good balls. Josh Tongue, a little flurry at the back end of that session, leading England into tea on a high. We'll be on a hat-trick in 20 minutes' time when play restarts. Okay, we'll take a short break for tea, 20 minutes or so. We've got plenty of cricket to
I'm Jonathan Lawson. Here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase. And a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-733-1414 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-733-1414. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-733-1414. Call now.
In association with Biz2Credit. Scan the code or visit biz2credit.com to apply. Prem Jyotish. Consult Prem Jyotish for accurate predictions and a happier life.
It's huge! It's gone! It's out of the park!
Last ever Dutch Grand Prix is this weekend as Formula 1 returns from its summer break. Friday, practice 11 a.m, sprint race at 10 on Saturday, qualifying Saturday at 2:15, and we build up to the Heineken Dutch Grand Prix on Sunday at 12:30. Of course, all that happening on the Sky Sports F1. Day 1 of this first test between England and Pakistan. Pakistan in a spot of bother. They were asked to bat by Joe Root, 150 for 7 at T1. A bright partnership of 91 between Shafiq and Imam. That was good from Pakistan after they were quickly 2 down, but Robertson got back into his work after the rain delay, followed by Josh Tongue. Tongue 3 for 41, Robertson 4 for 39. He has
far and away England's most used bowler and most effective. There was a stat, I think, up to about his 10th over where Pakistan had only been able to leave somewhere in the region of 7% of the delivery. So not only was his length perfect in terms of its full nature, but he didn't allow the batters any sort of respite either in terms of being able to line him up and leave the ball alone. They were always being asked to make decisions. It was an excellent performance.
Well, let's run through those 4 wickets. First 2 came very early. Well, the first one to the first ball of the series. Can you play that as a left-handed batsman?
First ball of the day, no. I mean, listen, you're looking to line the ball up and try to get in behind it, and he was undone by late movement. Sean was undone by the fact that he'd started around the wicket to him and then switched to over and found exactly the right line and length with a bit of swing, which is unusual for Robinson from an LMLW. And everything else, all the other dismissals are just evidence of how much he's asked the batters to have to make a decision in terms of defending their wicket, and a lot of the time they've not been up to the task.
The last one in particular, if I just go back, it's a beaut of a delivery, but so we just have a look at his line and length there in terms of the pitch back. But if I go back to this wicket here, it's not just the line and length that he's been bowling at. The delivery before, as you pointed out, zipped away, and then you get one that does that.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is, and the best line bowlers in the world, or one of the best that I played against, would have been Glenn McGrath. And it's being able to make the ball move in either direction but land it in exactly the same spot. So you're always guessing. You're trying to think, am I playing for my outside edge or for the one nipping back? And those two deliveries in a row, Abdullah Shafiq had barely missed the ball. He played absolutely beautifully. Full face of the back foot work, excellent. Perhaps he was a little short this time. The ball before nipped away. Not much you can do about that. The next one hits middle and leg, top of middle and leg, having pitched in almost an identical spot. It's brilliant bowling.
What makes Josh Tongue awkward to face?
Well, plenty of things. Imam will look at that and think, I probably should have been looking to slap that through extra cover or point.
First thing that a batter does when bat is coming across basically means your bottom hand is taking control in your bat. Away from the line of the delivery.
So let's have a look at a comparison of how he was 2 years ago to now playing that on drive. Here and his hand's a lot tighter, it's not pointed towards first slip. Why the change?
First up, what he's changed is how tall he's and slightly back. Only when you take it back will you be able to take the bat back as well. Now, most importantly, when you take the hand here, and you can't take it with your bottom hand. That's how scientifically it works, and that's what he's done. That's why he's a lot more aligned.
Let's run that on a little bit to and the point of release, again, his bat's a bit higher and a bit more behind him. There's nothing really wrong here, would you say, if you just stop that there?
Moves in alignment with what the bowler is doing. In this, he's slightly taller, he backlifts a lot further back, and he's in a
the type of bowler as well, where Chris Woakes maybe is expecting the ball to go to the slip cordon, with Jofra Archer if we run that on, he's almost playing for Jofra for a stop ball, the nip back. That's a superb position.
That is. See, with the bottom hand now taking over, because as the bat comes down, you will see the bat coming towards mid-on. In this, when it comes back in, have a look at the bat now. It'll come towards mid-on. Whereas in this next video, to the right, bowler shows to you is very important as a batter.
And is that what happened with the wicket? Because the ball before the wicket the one that nips back into it, almost lining up the one that went away.
Absolutely. And the good part is, after he is bowled, he is in control of where his bat is, which tells you his head is in a good position and his hands are not pushing at it. If he was, it would have been very similar to the dismissal that we saw in Pakistan, where he would have pushed his hands at it and his bottom man would have come through. So he's in a better position. He's got a great ball here, but he's in a better position to deal with it, and that's why he's got the 50.
he gets in a good position, he gets out. I like the way he's worked his game. It's something that England need to look at, because England have said, oh, we don't really
मगर पैना है तां ही नहीं कट रहा ना
most electric openers. Today's guest redefined leadership on the world stage. One of cricket's most explosive icons. What a player, what a journey, what a story. Just go with me here. Here we go. Jason Holder, game on. Hey Dad. Welcome to Game On with Grace. Tell me how your journey in cricket started. I can feel your energy, so don't give me that.
A few things. questions are just, they're so loaded.
What do you mean?
30. Schedule close 7. You can play the extra half hour. Someone 14. And England, quite rightly, on the attack with this field. Quite remarkable field. And Josh Tongue will be thinking full and straight. 2 short legs, leg slip, leg gully, 4 slips. And a catching extra cover. Must be thinking, hit these stumps. Karam Shazat in at number 9. Josh Tongue on a hat-trick. Crunched through the offside. Shot of the day.
Oh, he's got it right in the middle, so he's off and running with the boundary. It really 17 and 118, a couple of strikes there. And then lost a couple of wickets at 150. As well, 154 for 7. Bar in that partnership of 91. Luck as well. Apart from that, England have been right on top of the money.
It was a wonderful partnership of 91 and proved that you can play your shots and play nicely on this surface, but once England made the breakthrough, they've really grabbed this game. Superb. 4 for 39 from his 16. He's going to start after tea from the Howard stand end. I wonder.
Not the suit that they're known for. With bat in hand, but talk about Mohammad Rizwan. A lot of the times you don't know what's coming with him either. Second ball had a wild slog. And play as straight as possible.